Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? Ooh, got something good for me?
Hey, man. Can you spare... Whoa, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me. Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my... I won't. Thanks for not killing...
Hello. How are you today? Santiago is fabulous. Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a Friside VIP. Sir, Santiago does not know what he has done to offend, but he can explain everything. I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the capsule. I do the Santiago act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed. Bye.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Mick and Ralph's is located just before the East Gate.
The bodyguards at the gates aren't so bad, except that Morris guy. That bastard wants his mouth a little too much.
You look new to Friside, so here's a little advice, friend. don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Friside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed. Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items. My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices. You're telling me, not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh, but no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so." Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds... Yep, I was damn good at my job too, but after a while I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit. After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started... I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fault. Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended. When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire. All right.
The bodyguards at the gates aren't so bad.
You have entered a restricted area. Exterminate.
Hello. Lovely to meet you. I haven't the time to speak to commoners such as yourself. But... Hello. In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess? I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few cartons of cigarettes and some sensor modules I could put toward my debt. At this point, I'll have to return to California to start anew. I haven't got a cap to my name.
respond. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in Could you bring your robot to one of our patrols so they can examine it? I'll have the robot mark the location on your map.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind? All right, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my rep. What do you need, then?
Welcome back. What can I get you? I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well. Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill. Thanks. See ya.
hello again. I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation? You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Admission to the Strip requires an official passport, or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering, and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the Strip. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Howdy, partner. You come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black.
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner. Well now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
That's it. Keep moving.
I can barely see the street.
Those last 5 shots were bad.
Evening. Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke. Now why the hell should I do that? You're below me, kid. I've been killing scum twice your size since before your mother squeezed you out. Well, that sounds like a bit of a bargain. I get to walk free with the Garretts thinking I'm dead. Sure, you can have my hat. I can always buy another with the caps I've got left. Would have been more fun fighting it out, though. See you later, kid. How's it going? Hey.
We need to stop and pee soon. I got a pressure in me like Hoover.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. I see you brought some friends. Sorry. Come back soon now. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Enjoy your time on the Vegas Strip.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? You aren't going to ramble on about the virtues of life out in the waste. A radioactive desert where humans subsist in a barbaric state. Difficult to glorify convincingly. They are, for that's what you'd be out there. Wasted. Here on the Strip, your talents can be put to... Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. What did you wish to know? It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way. You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort. You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, "This is important. Attack this." I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home. Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it, dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. Not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then. What else did you want to know? My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? My offer far exceeds the original terms of your contract, which, I will remind you, already obligates you to deliver the chip. You have an interest in this, whether you like it or not. You signed a contract to deliver the platinum chip to me. Now, I could stop you from leaving, but what would that accomplish? If you want to go, go. See what the strip I built, the strip I own, has to offer. Think about what I could offer you. I expect we'll have occasion to talk again.
Enjoy all the Vegas Strip has to offer.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy. High roller suite. Where to, partner?
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting exciting.
That one must be important around here.
Check that out. He just left a lucky 38.
Damn, and he looks good to me.
Help you?
Hello there.
Some gamblers came in saying they'd seen you enter the lucky 38. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't know of any other living person who's been in there. I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch See the king. I'm sure he could work something out to get you in. You'll... Just bring back his hat if you decide to take... I doubt much of that'll be on him if you find him. If you kill him, keep whatever's on him, and I'll reward you for his hat. Till next... I hear you've been making a name for... Yes! Where's his hat? This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to say... You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Yep.
Hey.
Hey, chum. Welcome back. And who would that be? I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, it'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find. The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Friside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all. Mick and Ralph's is located just before the east gate.
That is one on...
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supply. I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk. Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, huh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game? I like your style, kid. But the best I can do is meet you halfway. 375 caps, and we can call it a deal. No problem. If you need one later, just stop in. Take a gander. What do you want to know? If you haven't heard of the king, you must have been living under a rock or something. The king has his boys all over Friside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go. Their joint is the only place in Friside to get it all under one roof. They've got gambling, booze, chems, and whores. They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends with a bullet to the brain box. They're the local energy weapon dealers in Friside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town, and they keep it that way. Gloria's men are the best armed in Friside and ruthless to boot. But her brother, Jean-Baptiste Cutting, puts them all to shame. Anything else? Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something? Well, the only place I know of locally would be Cerulean Robotics. That place has been overrun by vermin for years. If you want to check the place out, you can find it on the west side of Friside. The entrance is on the back side of the building. Just watch out for thugs. The rats aren't the only vermin you need to worry about. Well, I don't know of any, but if you give me a few days and some caps, I think I could probably make one on my terminal. All right. Come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you. Thanks for stopping in.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph. Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running. That's the thing. I have no idea. They just stopped buying guns all of a sudden. If you hear anything, let me know. Anything else I can help you with? Sure. Let's see what you've got. Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? In that case, yes, I do. Follow me. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society. I heard about some things you've done around town. Nice to know someone is helping out for a change. Have a look. Come back and see us soon.
Check it out, between the dumpsters there. Nah, just some idiot that wandered down the wrong alley. Sound familiar?
Uh-oh.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your... shopping needs. Hi there.
Lucky what we have here, ladies. Another unsuspecting Ponce.
Over here!